Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my show. Smitty on the corner, 007, bro. This is for you, not me, so smash the like button. Every time you see me subscribe, you should tell a homie all about the dope videos and good vibe. Yes, I'm live high five to the good guys, but what with good fellas like how bring your one. Yes, we do it better. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my show. Smitty on the corner, 007, bro. This is for you, not me, so smash the like button. Every time you see me subscribe, you should tell a homie all about the dope videos and good vibe. Yes, I'm live, high five to the good guys, but we move like good fellas. Light hops, 3-1, yes, we do it better. Posted up in my whip, riding with my honey dip. Cruising through the city scene, blazing on some sticky green. Got my hater blockers cause I'm cooler than some ice cream. Down with the county kings, then you rollin' with right team. In the Benz or on the bus, chickens they be checking us. And I'm in my whip, posted floating like some angel dust. Used to have a heavy foot, now I like to cruise through 2 miles per hour. So everybody sees you trying to catch me riding dirty, police in my rear view. 2 hands on my wood grain, I'm twisted while I'm switching lanes. Buck my head to the beat, cause she in these leather seats. GMC, we suck a bin everywhere through PGC. Windows up a black tent, and I got my music loud. Concert in my car, and I'm the only one up in the crowd. Meet me on the back roads where I'm surfing in the Ville. Bang, hit while aim, riding, displaying my verbal skills. PG needs me, we be eating big league. Lumberjack coming through, knocking down big trees. Big dog, no fleas, stay clean. Yes, I do. Dudes be like I rap too when we be like, who are you? Chisel down a half ounce to sell it to nickel diamond quarters dip. Got me off of it. Yes, I see you hate me, but I'm still showing love. This not because of me, I'm controlled from up above. I'm so fresh, I'm so clean, I'm like the body wash a dove. So up here to put all in perspective, bringing back hope, dropping bombs like Osama, smooth talker like Obama. I'm just here to keep it cool. I don't really want no drama, but y'all treat me like I'm nothing. But fact is I'm born somewhere, no gossip, no rumors, just observation of display in the chambers of my castle, resting easy where I lay. We don't play, I'm in the city, but my mind is where I stay. I am life, earth, motor, spirit, covered clay. When you treat me like some shit, that say a lot about you, not me. The greatest of us has always been silence, nothing new, but I still chef it up, cooking stew. Who would have knew so much hate come from people I don't know? That's why my blood still warm, but my heart is colder than the snow. I'm go, 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 go,
Respect. Much respect. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse 301. All right, so before we get started, as always, right? How are you? How's your headspace? Now, how's the day been treating you? Just in case nobody else asked you. Shout out. Let's go ahead and get this going, right? So just like what the title says, what exactly is love? Now, this is a topic I've kind of steered away from a little bit, primarily because it's just oversaturated and everybody and their mama loves to talk about it, but don't want to give you the real on truly what it consists of. You know, me personally, I don't like the sensationalization of the word love. The way that we just throw it around, right? So I got, of course, as you know, 7 questions. And we're just going to go down the line and let's see what we got. Excuse me. I've had the hiccups lately. All right, so the first one reads, what is love? Like, what is love really? Is it an emotion? Is it a choice, or is it a commitment? What is love? Choice, right? Is it a commitment, or is it an emotion? Love, I would say, is somewhat of a combination of all three, like true love. You will have the emotion based upon the choice you made, right? And based upon the choice you made, that's where the commitment comes into play. So I would say all three can work hand in hand, right? When it comes to like what really is love. But I still say to this very day that love is primarily action. What I do for you is how I show I love you, not anything else. Like everything else around that would just be fluffy and it'll be fun. But my true love for you is what it is I do for you. That's how love works. Let's go ahead and rock out to number 2. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. Number 2 reads, how can you tell the difference between real love and infatuation? Real love and infatuation. When I'm able to actually see some form of future, when I'm able to see whatever it is that we have going on to be of a long term, I can see down the line. The vision is clear up here. Generally, that's how you know. See, the thing is that a lot of people get really twisted between you just really like somebody and you actually love a person, right? It's way different. How do you know it's different? Little things like, I don't just dismiss you and cut you off because you did something that irritated me or pissed me off. I can separate myself from you, right? But I won't just up and just totally abandon you because there was something that you did. It's just not how that works. You see? So when I look at it from that lens, that's when I really get the whole parameter of how can you tell the difference between real love and just infatuation? You smell me now? Respect to the family. So let's go to number 3. Number 3 reads, what does true friendship look like when times get rough? Does it change or does it get stronger? When it comes to real friendships, I'm gonna be real with you. Friendships are basically, let's see. Hmm. When it comes to real friendships, when times get rough, what does it look like? It looks like I know you, like you should know me, in the sense of, you should know what it is and how I operate, right? You should know how I operate. You should know what it is that I do. And that's where all of that comes in to play, right? So if you're really thinking about true friendship when it comes to like times getting rough, it really should look like loyalty. And I mean loyalty in the sense of like, I still got your back, even though I know you're going through something. Right now, if a person puts certain things upon themselves, that's a whole different topic, right? I don't know what that was, but okay. All right, now. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Shout out to the family. This is going to be a short live. I just wanted to come up briefly and just kind of talk about this a little bit. I've been shying away from this discussion because it's just not something I like to talk about too much anymore. I'd rather just live it. You see, I'd rather just live it out and just let that be it. But let's go ahead and get it. So when we're talking about like, all right, for example, number 4 says, can someone truly love you but not respect you? No. Before I even get to the point that I love you, the very first thing that I must have is a certain level of respect for you. I'm supposed to be able to just jump all the way to loving you, but I have no respect for you, dead. That respect is the first layer of everything that is to come. That's the first layer right there. Is the respect. I don't know how anybody could think for a minute that if you don't have that respect for a person, that somehow or another they're just supposed to just be loved. They're supposed to be liked. They're supposed to be honored. No. That love, that like, the honoring, all of that comes behind the respect. Behind it, as in respect comes first. You don't step outside of your relationship because you what? Respect it. You don't cross your friends who you truly see as friends. Why? Because you respect them first. That's where it all comes into play. Moving along down the line. So now we got number 5. Which is more important to a real friendship? Is it honesty or is it loyalty? Honesty. I don't want you to be loyal to the fact that I'm effing my life up. That's not what I want you to be loyal to. I don't want you to be loyal to the fact that you can't tell me when it is I'm messing up and when I'm doing something wrong. That's not the type of loyalty I want. So out of the two, between loyalty and honesty, we're going to go with honesty. I need you to be straightforward with me. I need for you to let me know, hey, you slipping. You got a booger in your nose, however you want to put it. But I need for you to let me know what's going on with me if you're looking at something that you can see that I don't. Okay. Moving along to number 6. How do you know a friendship, right? How do you know a friendship turned toxic, even though you still care about that person? Well, primarily what it is that I just spoke about in the previous answer, the honesty. It's toxic when you just allow a person to just step out the door, look in any kind of way. You don't never have no real deep talks with them about, hey, look, I noticed this, I noticed that, X, Y, and Z. If you don't know how to do that, then you're not, that's how I know. That's how I know it's turned toxic. When you're just a yes man or a woman, right? Yes man and woman. That's definitely the telltale signs that it's toxic, because if I really care about you, I'm not going to let you crash and burn. All right, let's go ahead and get to number 7. As I told y'all, this is going to be a short live. Y'all know how I do. Number 7, do you believe love / friendship requires a sacrifice? And if so, what? I can tell you exactly what. Anything that you dedicate yourself to, a friendship, a relationship requires dedication. Anything you dedicate yourself to, there's going to be a sacrifice of time and energy. Yes, you do. You do sacrifice. You sacrifice and you, let's say, adhere to whatever the requirements are to maintain said relationship or friendship. And that's generally how that works. So those were the 7, steps of how I see how love works. Like I said, it's going to be a short live because I don't know. I believe that love is something that's either in you or it's not. I believe love is something you either see or you don't. I believe that love is something you either give or you don't have it to give. Love is something that's not to be quantified in a singularity. You don't do it that way, because everybody's experience with love is different. But what I do know is that everybody's experience does consist of a certain amount of sacrifice, dedication, commitment, and time. That's what I do know. So with that being said, y'all already know how we rock out. I digress. My mic is muted. Much respect to the family. Y'all be easy.
I'm a fallen angel from sky. Up above, I'm that man that think is a thug. I'm your drug and your plug. Wings tucked, I seen pain, seen blessings, seen luck. Ran over by train, that's about 8 trucks. Made it really gritty, but never I'm no slut to the money and fame. You can keep your chain, we free men over here. And in case you didn't know, my favorite color is here. Yes, I'm here, not fresh to death, no stress, no worries. All burdens, I done buried, closed coffin. I'm the beauty of the beast, and a man I found often. I'm the cure to infection, my reflection is broken down in sections. Retired chef outside, still cooking. I be rocking with best. Thank you, good looking. Y'all band must be lunching on mothers. If you not from my section, then you cool, but not a brother. Lone Star, the astronaut from above. You looking for a fix? I'm your brand new blood. Shotgun slug, flood of the love spreads. Truck by train, made it out by thread. Should've be dead, but rose from darkness and a walking with an oath. I'm not the goat, I'm shepherd. Blending into the world tree, hiding a leaper. Mr. 7, I'm ghost in flesh.
Posted up in my whip, riding with my honey dip. Cruising through the city scene, blazing on some sticky green. Got my hater blockers cause I'm cooler than some ice cream. Down with the county kings, then you rollin' with right team. In the Benz or on the bus, chickens they be checking us. And I'm in my whip, posted floating like some angel dust. Used to have a heavy foot, now I like to cruise through 2 miles per hour. So when body sees you trying to catch me riding dirty, police in my rear view. 2 hands on my wood grain, I'm twisted while I'm switching lanes. Buck my head to the beat, cause she in these leather seats. GMC, we suck a bin everywhere through PGC. Windows up a black tent, and I got my music loud. Concert in my car, and I'm the only one up in the crowd. Meet me on the back roads where I'm surfing in the Ville. Bang, hit while aim, riding, displaying my verbal skills. PG needs me, we be eating big league. Lumberjack coming through, knocking down big trees. Big dog, no fleas, stay clean. Yes, I do. Dudes be like I rap too when we be like, who are you? Chisel down a half ounce to sell it to nickel diamond quarters dip. Got me off of it. Yes, I see you hate me, but I'm still showing love. This not because of me, I'm controlled from up above. I'm so fresh, I'm so clean, I'm like the body wash of Dove. So up here to put all in perspective, bringing back hope, dropping bombs like Osama, smooth talker like Obama. I'm just here to keep it cool. I don't really want no drama, but y'all treat me like I'm nothing. But fact is, I'm born someone, no gossip, no rumors, just observation of display in the chambers of my castle, resting easy where I lay. We don't play, I'm in the city, but my mind is where I stay. I am life, earth.
1 second. I was getting ready to get up out of here, right? And then this comment came through. I want to read this comment. Lady Sparkle 3 Water, shout out to you. It's my boy Smitty, the cornerstones of life. Okay, DNA, Eagle Soaring High, Channel 2 Fireside Chats. It's going down, occultism in the church. Saturday at 11, all sectors, all enemies and friends are welcomed. All right. So my response to that. One thing that I know is that in order for me to maintain my peace, you know what I do? I stay away from anything that consists of those who do not respect me and I don't respect them. Right? So, like, and I'm trying to really get this. Okay, it's going down, cultism in the church, Saturday at 11. All sectors, all enemies and friends are welcome. I appreciate the invite, but I humbly decline. I I don't I don't I don't get down with trying to like be messy. I have no points to prove to anybody. What I do is I come up here and I authentically display myself. Boom. That's what I do. I display who I am, what it is that I have to contribute. And those who are receptive to it are, and those who are not receptive to it, they're just not. Because like I said earlier, you're not everybody's cup of tea. So if it's one thing that I don't do, like I don't duck no wreck when it comes my way, but I damn sure don't walk into it. I don't just go walking into shit. That's not what I do. I know a lot of people got my character twisted. Y'all may think, oh, he's manipulator, he's this, he's that. Not you in particular. I'm just speaking in general, just for the record, right? Lady Sparkle. But like one thing about me, I've gotten to the point in my life. I value my peace of mind more than anything. Like if it's one thing that is very, very important to me, it's my peace of mind. I'm not in the business of trying to convince nobody about who I am. I'm not in the business of trying to confront nobody. I'm not in the business of trying to make friends. My only business is to deliver a message. That's it. If you all notice, me personally, I don't ask you to do anything. I don't ask for money. I don't ask you to smash like. I don't ask you to subscribe. Any and everybody who has ever smashed like and subscribed is because you gravitated to it naturally. That's how I operate. But what I don't do is I don't naturally just gravitate to somewhere where I know possibly it's going to be a bunch of people that's just going to disrespect me. I'm a whole father, a whole son, I'm a whole best friend, and everything else you can think of, right? Because we all are somebody's somebody. So I'm not going to wrap you up too much about that. I just wanted to make that clear that maybe I'll watch and tune in and see what you guys got going on. But as far as me just sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, wanting to just like step into arenas and try to debate, I don't try to convince anybody of anything. Not in that, that's not what I'm on. I don't want to convince you of nothing. I just got something to offer. And whatever it is, when I bring my dish to that cookout and I drop it down, whoever wants to get some of what it is that I brought, get some. Point blank, period. I know what it is that I do. You smell me now? So I just wanted to make that clear when it comes to, you know, Smitty's character and how I operate, because I really do believe that a lot of people in this space really got my character effed up. Yo, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not with drama. You see? What you say enemies do set up a back. I mean, you know, yeah, exactly, bro. You already know, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you telling me enemies gonna be there and stuff. Like, why would I want to walk into that? Like, I'm not walking into that. That's not what I'm about. No. I don't know if y'all peep or not, but I'm very consistent. If you actually really was to take time and go down the list, I'm talking about before my hair even was long. I'm talking about back when my hair was short. That's how you know the time has gone by, because I've allowed my hair to grow, right? But if you really go back to even my old stuff, you'll see a very, very strong consistency pattern in how Smitty moves. Everything that I'm saying, how I think, how I operate, long before I came to the internet. It's just you all are just now starting to hear what it is I have to say because I'm here. But I've always been just me. Laid back, chill, cool. Like, I'm the one that's always breaking up the fights. I'm not the one that's always getting into fights. That's not my life. In real life, most people who are like, if you were to just come with me around my area, you will see how much I'm loved and respected. It's nothing like here in these spaces. Nothing like it. I'm truly loved in real life because these people actually know me. And that's what I've, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have time to try to go back and forth with people. Sometimes on the right day, if I got time, you can get that smoke. We all y'all know how it go. Come on now. We all know how it go. On the right day, you can get that smoke. But overall, nah, man. Like Smitty just want to come up and just give his little two take sense, you know what I'm saying? Have a little fun, crack a couple jokes with you, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and roll out. That's about it. And that's where the buck stops for me. You know, a lot of people, they be way too invested in this stuff. Like, I mean, they really, it's like go up and like, I mean, even for anybody, you know what, you know what actually, now I'm thinking about it. Right here, that keyword, enemies. How in the world? I still, I can't seem to fathom, and it still wraps my mind up when I try to think about how do you got an enemy about somebody you never met? How do you even incorporate the word enemy? Look, I can understand if you just don't rock with me. I can get that you know, they're boring or or they do too much, they too extra. I can get all of that. But like to actually say somebody's your enemy online, like, do y'all know what real beef is, bro? Real beef is when your life is on the line. Like, do y'all really know what beef look like? I don't know, man. It's like, and so when I get to thinking about it, it's like, nah, man. Uh, on the internet, and don't mind me. I don't know why that one comment just threw me down a whole avalanche of thoughts, but yeah, it's crazy though. You say what now, beloved? They don't. They just aspire to know. They just aspire to know what? What exactly? I'll give it a few moments to let that come through. But that's where I am with that. But I appreciate y'all coming through though. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Cause yeah, let me see what you say. I got you. I got you, fam. Hold on. Oh, you said you hold on. What? You said you don't know what beef is. Oh yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I got you. I got you. You see what I'm saying? Like they really don't. Like real beef, real beef. Like if I'm really beefing with you, like I want to get you before you get me. Yeah, I don't know how that thing really works. Ain't no trying to sound tough or anything. I'm talking about humanity. I'm talking about survival. I'm talking about self-preservation. If I really feel like it's beef, I gotta get you before I feel like you're gonna get me. And I mean in the worst way. That's how that go. So when y'all talking all this like online, like you beefing with somebody over what, a thought process? You beefing with somebody because what? What they said something you didn't like, you don't like their talking points of their narrative. That's not beef. That's called a disagreement. It's a difference. Huge difference. It's a huge difference between beefing and a disagreement. Please get that, you know? So you know, what's going on, Ignorant? I see you in the building, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you being a good sport the other day too, man. Shout out to you, brother. You know. But yeah, like I just wanted to go ahead and just kind of do that real quick. But let me go ahead and do this right before we get up out of here. I'm just going to reflect over these questions very briefly. I'm just going to skim through them real fast We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And that's what I'm talking about. My man. See, you know what? I appreciate that. Now, wasn't I just talking about that, ladies and gentlemen? I said I don't ask y'all for nothing. Anybody who decides to do that, it's organic. That's my speed right there. And I mean, I just, my thing is like I shouldn't even have to say it. But it should be, it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, and I appreciate you. So let's go ahead and let's skim through these questions real quick. So the first one reads, what is love really? Is it an emotion? Is it a choice? Or is it a commitment? And I said that it can be the combination of all three. The emotion that I feel is based upon the commitment that I've given. What I feel is based upon what it is that I've done for you, my actual actions, right? Number 2 reads, how can you tell the difference between real love and infatuation? Simple. Sacrifice. Sacrifice and vision. When I'm able to actually envision, like I can see a future with you. You ever be with somebody you just don't see y'all going anywhere? Like you don't even picture it. You don't see it, right? And that's what I see it as, right? It's the actual me being able to envision us having a future together. What's to say right here? And I appreciate the interaction. That's what makes it a show. I just seen a young girl who broke her leg and she got a laceration on her head in a car accident. My mind always goes to how we can prevent such things. My accident was very preventable. Could have prevented that. I could have just not left the house that day. You get it? Every day you step out your bed, you can trip and fall in your house and hit your head and get a laceration. You can trip, fall down some steps. From the very moment that your feet touch the ground, your life is now at risk to something. All right. So, and this is what I'm talking about as far as the numb part. If anybody was listening to me the other day when I was speaking about how, like, you just become numb. A young girl got her leg. I remember my daughter. She's 17 now. Phoenix, when she was 3 years old, when Phoenix was 3, she was riding in the car with her mother. Her mother was on her way to pick me up from work, right? Because we were sharing a car. So she was on her way to come get me from work. I'm getting ready to get off, and they never showed up. Come to find out, somebody T-boned the backseat of the car and broke my daughter's femur. My daughter was in a bad car accident at like the age of 3. Her mother felt so horrible about it, of course, because she's the one driving. She felt responsible. But my point is that my daughter's story is not something that's uncommon. That's something that's just out here. That's something that takes place every day. And what I've come to the conclusion that is you accept nature and its harsh brutality for what it is. Nature is very brutal. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. You ever see them sunsets? Absolutely beautiful. But it's also very brutal. You ever seen a hurricane, a tornado, and a tsunami? You ever seen an avalanche? You ever see a volcano erupt? So even in nature, that's why I always say you will learn the most about me through what it is that I created as far as what God once written down. Right? You will learn the most about me through my creations. Nature shows us directly that, when we say life ain't fair, it's just not. It's just not. Absolutely. That doesn't mean we stop doing that. Because prayer and your offerings are essential, period. That is essential. You should, you must, right? Nature can be extremely what? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. But it's not about it being chaotic. See, the thing is that even down to the choice of wording, not saying that you're wrong in that, but I want us to really think about it. No, nature is what it is. It's just to us at that moment, it seems brutal. But no, it's just that is what is a part of keeping the cycle of life on its equilibrium. That's how things stay balanced. You know, just like how I use, for example, hunting season. If we did not have that, if there wasn't a certain amount of carnivores and hunting that goes on, we wouldn't have any vegetation because herbivores would take over everything. There's a balance. Like I always say, too much water will flood the crops. Not enough turns the world into a desert. If you think about where it is most of us live, we live somewhere where there's an equilibrium. There's a balance in how things are ran. Most of us don't live either in the desert. Most of us do not live in what would be considered like the Antarctic. Most people are somewhere in between where you can have a balance. And that's exactly the indication of how life should work. You see? So can it be chaotic? Yes, it can be viewed that way. It can be viewed very, very much so like madness. But no, because you know what comes like, for example, watch this. For example, let's take a volcano. You know what comes right after a volcano erupts? And once the lava has set, some people probably lost their lives. Some villages were burnt to a crisp. But you know what grows from that? The most beautiful of Amazon forests that we have ever seen. Do you know all those like the most beautiful of tropic colors? You know that comes from volcanic debris that's messed in with the soil, and somehow or another we get something so beautiful. See, that's what I'm saying as far as like when we think about what nature is just what it is. There's an order, there's a hierarchy, and there is a certain, let's say, rotation of how this life works. And the more that you have it in your head and you get it that nature will be nature, you'll be just fine. When it comes to the peaceful part about it, when you think about it, you won't look at it as necessarily chaotic. You'll see it for what it is, even in its violent moments. Our bodies have antibodies that fight off all kind of germs. They're very violent to viruses and all kind of things that enter our system. It's called the immune system, as we all know. But you know what that violence does? Keep you healthy. You see the balance? With your antibodies. And it's all a part of the balance. And that's something that I believe that a lot of us have lost sight of is balance. And when it comes to just how we see life, where, you know, life tells us that we need to be too far this way or too far that way. It's something about don't be centered, don't be grounded. It just, for some reason, life does not afford us that luxury anymore. People will say that you're straddling the fence if you actually found a balance in something. When little do we know that that is what's most important. Do you know how you stay walking with your perfect equilibrium is through balance? That's how that works. And shout out to the family though. Let's go ahead, finish getting through these questions though real quick. So can someone truly, you say what? You believe balance? I believe balance is natural. I believe that balance is natural. I also do believe that balance is something just like anything has to be taught, like racism or anything. Like, I don't believe anybody's born racist. I believe you have to be taught it. I believe that balance is like in that same kind of category, if you get what I mean. So is it natural? Yeah, balance is natural. The only way to actually have, you see what I'm saying? Uh, uh, um, Watch this. Here we go. All right. Right now, I believe that planet Earth is spinning at about 1,500 kilometers per second. 1,500 per second. All right, split that in half, miles per hour. If the Earth was to spin just a little bit this way towards the sun, it would throw us off and we would overheat if it went closer. If the Earth went just a fraction backwards, we would freeze. The entire planet would be an ice, big ball of ice. We have been spinning at roughly about 1,500 kilometers per second for millenniums now. Do you want to know why? You still wake up every day and it's just a regular day? Because of the balance, the equilibrium of the axis of the Earth. That's why. It's a balance. Everything, like literally the tilt and the spin and rotation of planet Earth is a direct indication of life needs balance. Where we're located, how many moons, how many marbles away from the sun we are, all of it are all indications of that. So what are you saying here, Ignorant? Let me do this. All right. Let me do this. Okay. So God holds the only balance. Everything else is naturally chaotic. Well, one, if you know, the more you study God, the more that you learn, you don't even want to try to question God as far as that goes. So God holds the only balance. Everything else is natural. Think about it, right? Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up and let's read it. And let's think about it. Okay. So God holds the only balance. First and foremost, the first part of that before the comma is based upon belief system. Now, if we're talking about those who believe, yes. Yes, if you're talking about those who believe, and then now we get past the comma and it says everything else is naturally chaotic. No, it's not naturally chaotic. No, it's not naturally chaotic. It's natural. That's my point. You know how they say, like, for example, the end of the world. You know what the end of the world means? The end of how your comfortability lies. The end of the world is, listen, it could be the end of the world if like Wi-Fi cuts out and you can't use your cell phone and your tablet and your computer. That could be the end of the world for some people. Is the world really over? No, it's still spinning. It's still the third rock from the sun. It's just the simple fact that you're not comfortable. So it feels like the end of the world. That's my point. You smell me now? So that's how, you know, as above, you say, what, beloved? Let me say, as above, so below. And what stance are you wording that? And what stance, like exactly what do you mean by that in the way you worded it, if you're still in the building? What do you mean by that? As above, so below. Okay. As in what? There's a balance, as in there's a medium. That's what I was thinking. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate y'all having a wonderful stream with me. You say what? In the realm of what? In the realm of, yes. In the realm of balance, yes. Okay. In the realm of balance. Me thinking about that, it brings my mind briefly before I get out of here. It brings my mind to one point that I was thinking about, right? When it comes to like how you stretch out, right? Hold on, what you say? What? Hold on. Can't have one without the other. Al Bundy. Can't have one without the love and marriage. Oh man, what you say? Let me see. I think you have not only be disciplined, right? Hold on. I think you have not to only be disciplined, you also have to be long suffering and a lot of mental fortitude. I'll leave you all with this. Like I've said before, I've told this story before. It's the story of God and the iron rod. We'll end it on that. I know, right? I know, right? We all know what a blacksmith is. So God being the ultimate blacksmith takes the iron rod, which is you, just an old rusted metal pole. And then he go ahead and he starts heating you up and really, really scalding hot, basically almost like lava coal. And you're like, why are you burning me? And then he pulls you out. And you know, after he pulls you out, you're like, good, I'm not burning no more. But then he starts banging a hammer on you. And you're like, why are you banging on me? And he go ahead and he sticks you right back in the fire. Right? And then the process continues itself. And then finally, he dips you in either oil or water. Go ahead and cools and soothes everything. You've been wondering, why are you banging on me? Why are you freezing me? Why are you burning me? Why are you doing all this to me? Because I wanted to make you the sharpest sword in the land. You're now a double-edged sword. You're now Excalibur. You're now the sword of omens. You now can chop down anything. It was all to prepare you, because let's think about it, right? Do you know how you have a testimony? Do you know how you get one? Do you know how to acquire one? You acquire your testimony when you go through the first 4 letters of the word. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Much respect to the family. Let's go ahead and rock out.
Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my show. Smitty on the corner, 007 Pro. This is for you, not me. So smash the like button.
I'm a fallen angel from sky. Up above, I'm that man that think is a thug. I'm your drug and your plug. Wings tucked, I seen pain, seen blessings, seen luck. Ran over by train, that's about 8 trucks. Smitty really gritty, but never I'm no slut to the money and fame. You can keep your chain, we free men over here. And in case you didn't know, my favorite color is here. Yes, I'm here, not fresh to death, no stress, no worries. All burdens, I done buried clothes, coffin, I'm the beauty of the beast. In a man I found often, I'm the cure to infection. My reflection is broken down in sections. Retired chef outside, still cooking. I be rocking with best, thank you, good looking. Y'all Bammers be lunching on mothers. If you not from my section, then you cool, but not a brother. Lone Star, the astronaut from above. You looking for a fix, I'm your brand new blood. Shotgun slug, flood of the love spreads. Truck by train, made it out by thread. Should've be dead, but rose from darkness and walking with an oath. I'm not the goat, I'm shepherd. Blending into the world tree, hiding a leaper. Mr. 7, I'm ghost in flesh.